quite frankly, we think that smart buildings as our cornerstone of a smarter urban infrastructure that will allow us to address the sustainability issues going forward in a time when there's this massive move toward an acceleration towards urbanization. Right? There's 3.5 billion people live in cities today. It's estimated that by 2050, that's going to grow to 6.4 billion people. There are, very fast-growing cities in China and other of the emerging markets, but even in established markets like the United States, there's a significant churn happening in the urban infrastructure as the building portfolio ages and is looking towards renovation. In fact, it's been estimated that as much as 80% of the building stock in the United States will need to be either replaced or retrofitted over the next 2 decades. So this is the right moment in time to be thinking about, buildings as an opportunity to improve energy efficiency and sustainability. There's a number of these, right? And what I would say up front, by the way, is it's not just about saving energy and reducing the greenhouse gas emissions. That's obviously very important. But what we're finding from some of these engagements, whether it be hotels in China or casinos in Las Vegas, and I'll come back to that, is that yes, there's significant savings in energy, but also what we find is that it'll cut the overall building life cycle costs, in some cases by 10 to 15%. It'll cut the energy cost to revenue ratio of a commercial building by 35% or more. It will deliver higher own occupant satisfaction ratings. We have clients telling us that as they move to these smarter, greener buildings, that their occupant, their tenants are more satisfied by 20%. It's a Monday morning. And also the occupancy ratio increases. In many cases, single digits, but in some cases, up to double-digit increase in occupancy ratio. So there's a lot of benefits to these buildings in addition to the energy or greenhouse gas emission reductions. And as I said earlier, we're seeing water savings of 50% or more. In some cases, in one extreme case, we saw water consumption cut by 80%. The kinds of things that we're seeing are, there's a great example in Las Vegas of the Venetian Hotel Casino. Now, this is a large complex. In itself, it's a city. It's a, there's at any given day, there's 100,000 people occupying these premises. It's thousands of rooms. There's the casino itself, the convention center. And what they have done is integrate all aspects of their system together. Everything from the IT infrastructure, whether it be in the data center or the distributed PCs, to the casino floor, to the hotel rooms, the air handlers, the lighting systems in the hotel or the restaurants. As a consequence, they're able to manage this entire infrastructure as one thing from a single dashboard and make trade-offs. So if they sense an impending brownout or a power shortage, then as you might imagine, they're going to redirect all possible energy to the casino floor, and they'll make trade-offs, including moving workloads out of their data center that's resident in the facility and move it to a different data center. They'll raise the temperature of the hotel rooms. They'll cut power to a restaurant before they'll impact the casino floor. Now what they're doing is integrating that complex with the external city so that they have a better sense of what's happening in the infrastructure around them, in the urban infrastructure. So they're being integrated into the water management systems at the Las Vegas city level, into the utility infrastructure, into the transportation and traffic systems so that they know what's happening around their smart building. And again, they're becoming part of a smarter urban infrastructure. I think that's a terrific example of looking at your whole system as one. I absolutely believe you'll see others following suit. And as I said, there are hotels that we've worked with in China and Japan and other parts around the world where they're building these systems to integrate everything from the check-in to the hotel rooms, to the restaurants, to the security systems inside those hotels.